Welcome to the Brad and Taylor Show. Today we have Loreen Banks Kendricks.
You're listening to the Brad and Taylor Show, a podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to pursue their passions. We're sitting down with some of the best to learn how they got started and some lessons they learned along the way.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. Good. How are you guys today?
We're good.
Doing good. We're doing good.
Great.
Well, let's get this show started. Tell us a little bit about you. What do you do?
I'm a realtor with Key Realty. I've been here in Toledo for the last, five years I've been in Toledo, but 4 years I've been a realtor. I've been with Key, I've been with Danbury, now I'm back with Key, and I absolutely love it.
That's awesome.
It's a wonderful profession.
What'd you do before real estate?
Before real estate, I lived another life. I had a dual life, y'all. This is my secret life, okay? So this is like my second life. So my first life, I lived in Detroit for all of I'm not gonna say how many years. Graduated from Cass, went to Wayne State, got a bachelor's degree, got married, was an assistant vice president at Chase Bank, did some mortgages, did a little bit of loan training, did a little bit of management training, worked in the branch. So I was in the trenches for like 19 years. My husband and I adopted two beautiful children, and then I lost like a succession of people in my family. So my sister passed away suddenly. Then I had another sister who passed away. Then my mom passed away. And my husband was like, okay, stay home from work because childcare is expensive.
Right.
So I was a stay-at-home mom for about 4 years. And then my husband got sick and passed away within 6 months. And I did the traditional widow thing where you're supposed to don't spend anything, don't go any place, don't do anything, all that good stuff. And the more and more I thought about it, I didn't like the atmosphere that I was in. So I started driving around, and a friend said, why don't you move to Toledo? And I said, Toledo? What the heck? Oh, I'm sorry. What is in Toledo? It's cornfields in Toledo. You drive in the city. I said, the zoo? And she because when you're from Detroit, you got everything downtown. You got all different types of activities. And I was like, Toledo. So we came down and I took the kids to Kalahari. That's like the usual spot. And I took them over to Maumee Bay State Park. And then I started going other places. I was like, oh, y'all got a lot of metro parks here. And then went to the botanical gardens. And I started driving around. I was like, I feel real good. Everybody says hi here. I don't have to go like this. So I was like, I like this. I like it. I like it. And I made the decision, spur of the moment, told my brothers and sisters, I'm moving to Toledo. They thought I'd lost my mind. They're like, Toledo, that's like an hour away. I said, it's 45 minutes on 75 with no construction. And they said it's always construction on 75. It's an hour away. But I moved over. I drove all over the city. I felt comfortable almost everywhere. But I made the decision to move over by Beverly Elementary, and I put my kids there. So we went to Beverly. I love it. The Facebook page, the neighbors, everything is fine. And then I got down here and I said, you know what? You're a single parent, and Social Security just ain't going to cut it because of death benefits. And I said, what do you want to do? And seriously, I thought about it, and I had been a realtor before in Michigan, and I said, this is going to give me the opportunity to be with the kids and to make the additional income. Because, and I'll just keep it real, when you only get $1,200 a month per child and yourself, that and you don't want to touch your other income because it's for retirement or it's because of kids' education. We had planned for that, but we hadn't planned for him to die. So I said, I want to raise them in the way that he would have wanted me to raise them. So I said, let me get my license. And Michigan is easy. Ohio is hard. Now, I've been out of school almost 20 years. See, I'm showing my age. I'm 55 years old. Okay, anyway. I had to go back to school. Here I am with a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I had to go back to real estate school. And I'm thinking, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And I did it in 3 weeks and passed the test.
Nice job. Yeah.
I did it, and I didn't know Anybody. I didn't make any money that first year I was in real estate. I was broke. So
She-
I was broke, but I got out there and I just started doing my thing like I did in
Mhm.
Detroit when I was a branch manager. I went to like fair housing, and I started going to the local lenders, and I started calling people, and every time I went to the school, I gave them like pens and cards. And then if you guys don't see me on the street, I got these big stickers on the side of my car. They got my face on it, everything. People stop me in the street. I don't know if they trying to rob me or want a business card.
You're like,
So
oh,
that you're right. I'm like, okay, I'm still from Detroit. I still got PTSD. Okay, hey, Lorraine, and I'm like, hey, my kids are in the car. Mommy, are you famous? And I said, no, I'm not. So I started doing it, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Here I am 4 years later. Um, I love it. I love it. I can take them on vacation. They're going to private school. I love it. I love
Nice
it.
job. Yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
a lot to accomplish in that 4 year time frame. Good job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you have
Uh,
any advice for anybody who maybe in a similar situation where they moved and they have to restart their sphere of influence? So how do you go about that? What's the best advice to start over with that?
Start talking to people. I always try and find people who are smarter than me, because I always say I'm not the smartest tool in the toolbox, but uh, make those connections. The biggest connection that I made was with my lenders. I started calling lenders, what are your products? What are your services? Tell me what you can offer. So when I went to, uh, uh, like when I got my hair done, I would go and I would say, hey, I sell real estate. Well, I need a loan. And I could tell them, you can go to this lender or you can go to that lender. The biggest thing that I see is that people don't know that they can afford a house. You really can afford a house. And they're like, well, my credit is bad, or I don't have enough for a down payment. There are so many options out there for you now for 0% loans. Yes, they still exist for City of Toledo or State of Ohio or things like that. But you gotta find out which lender offers what, and then you gotta suggest the lender. You got to educate your client. You can go to this person. And if they've got some bumps in the road, there are programs out there that are absolutely free. They don't have to pay for anything. So you have to gain your trust. And you got to keep talking to them. It's going to be months. My first client, I will tell you, came off Craigslist. I was scared to death. I took a picture. I was like, okay. And I called another friend and I was like, okay, here's this guy. And I had my phone and I took a picture. I said, if I don't come back, you know where I am. But advertise for free everywhere you can advertise.
Yeah.
Advertise for free everywhere you can advertise, because this is an expensive hobby. Okay? Don't go into this lightly. It's a lot of upfront costs that people don't know about and aren't aware of. And actually research your broker. Research a broker. Find out, what do you need? If you're brand new, do you need that extra hand holding? Are you independent? Are you confident? Do you think you can do this? So research your broker and see what they have to offer you. Those are like two of the best things that I could tell you.
When you moved to Ohio, when you got your real estate license, did you join a team or were you solo?
I have never joined a team.
Okay.
I have never joined a team here. I have been offered. I did this all on my own. I sold checking accounts to people who didn't need checking accounts. No, I did not work for Wells Fargo. But if I could sell a checking account, I was like, oh, I could sell a house too. What I would tell them is first know yourself. Okay? You join a team because you need leads. That's why you join a team, because you need leads. Eventually, you might love that team that you're on. You might need that team that you're on. But eventually, you need to get out there and promote yourself too. Okay? You really, really do. So, no, I didn't join a team. I got out there and it was word of mouth. It was constantly bugging people and sending stuff. And I'm sorry, that's my computer. It's constantly sending stuff to like my neighborhood. I was always at the PTO or PTA conferences. I was in the community events. I was going to local restaurants. I was doing all the legwork at that time so I could be where I am now.
Nice.
So.
Kind of switching the topics here a little bit. What is the worst property or showing you have been to? What one sticks out the most? And it could be in Detroit if you want to mention Detroit one, or it could be in Ohio, whatever one you want to talk about.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So the absolute worst? Oh, okay.
Which
It's
one
a
sticks
couple,
out
but
the
the absolute
most?
worst, I don't know if you want to know about the floor falling in or about the raccoon in the house. Um, um, Walked into an investment property because
Okay.
I sold everything. Lucas County Land Bank, investment properties. When you start, you selling all the, you down in the dirt. And I still do that. I wear my Timberlands and my jeans and carry my big old flashlight. But yeah, and I tell the client, you go in first. I'm going in second. But we went up. It was a house over here on the South End that we went into, and the porch was a little suspect when we walked on the porch. And I was like, this foundation don't feel too right. And so I opened the door and walked in, and I stepped 2 steps onto the living room floor, and I felt that like I was on a Cedar Point ride. I
Oh,
stepped right
no.
back out, and I said, I wouldn't buy it, but if you got enough money to fix it, go ahead. You got some foundation issues because my weight don't support this, and I ain't got health insurance. Let me back up. Okay. So that's one. And then another one was over off of Doran Reynolds. Walked in the house, opened up the door, looked down, and a raccoon ran across the front of the living room, and I backed out. I screamed. I backed out, and I went down the steps. So, floor swaying and raccoons. Okay.
Did either of those homes sell? Did you end up selling those to either of the
No.
buyers? No.
No. Nope. I because they were like, "Aren't you coming in?" And I said, "No."
No.
No. There, you gotta realize that I'm a single parent, not a only parent, not a single parent. I'm not gonna put my life in danger for a floor or a raccoon or a mouse or a roach. Okay. But yes, that would be it. That would be it. I haven't had any dolls in the basement or anything like that.
That's good.
I know you've accomplished a lot in the last 4 years. Do you have any goals in mind for 2022? Anything you want to accomplish this next year?
I recently started my own team. I have an assistant now because I'm doing so much business. There are some specific goals. Right now I'm studying to get my broker's license. So
Nice.
hopefully I will pass that exam within the next month. I just got to have a little time to finish studying for it. What other goals do I have? Taking my kids on some vacations. I'm hoping that COVID will let up and we can go somewhere. Because, I mean, it's nice to be in the States, but it's so beautiful outside of the country. Mexico, Bahamas, the British Islands, the Virgin Islands, somewhere out.
Yeah.
Get them out in the world. Get them out in the world. So that's a personal goal, is to get out there and travel like we used to.
Nice. Well, before we go today, how can people get a hold of you?
Well, you can go to my website at bossgroup@key.com. And where did I come up with boss? Bank on Superior Service. Bank Loreen Banks Kendricks. Get it? bossgroup@key.com. Or you can go to, you can call me, 419-419-8377. 419, isn't that nice? 419-419-8377. You'll reach Boss Group at Key, and that's me and Drew Styles.
I like
We make
it.
phenomenal teams. So I tried to make it easy. Or you can just look for a little white car with stickers with this crazy black lady with the afro on it. You know it's me. You'll see me all over town.
You're famous in your town.
I like
right?
it. I like it. That's awesome. Well, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us today.
Well, no problem. You guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for inviting me.
Are these working?
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. I think they work. Should we tell them?
Mine keeps falling. It doesn't like my voice.
What do we got to tell them?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. What do we got to point at? Hey, I think there's a subscription button. Like
It might be there.
might be right there too.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Find it. It's red.
Yeah. And it's
Red.
blue. It's green. I don't really know.
It's a color.
This mic isn't even attached. Did you plug these in? Well, I guess,
I wonder if they can hear us.
yeah. I wonder if they hear us. Well, we should probably tell them if they can hear us. We should probably tell them also give us a 5-star review if they're listening on Apple. That'd be cool.
5 stars,
review.
guys.
Share it with everybody they can think of.
We won't take
But-
4 stars.
I mean, Taylor, I don't even think these are on. I mean,
No, I don't think this is working.
This is not working.